Why do so many grandparents believe that they have visitation rights with their grandchildren? Well, a few things. There's a huge emotional bond that children have to their grandparents, that grandparents have to the children. Also, there is a lot of uncertainty when a family dynamic dissolves or breaks apart, and they oftentimes want to rush in and try to comfort and care for their grandchildren, which is very understandable. And also, there is a lot of misinformation out there about what the law does and does not provide for when it comes to the relationship between grandparents and grandchildren. So in Arizona, they do recognize grandparents and grandparent rights, but it does not happen automatically. Do grandparents have rights to see their grandchildren? Yes, but it's not automatic. Oftentimes, the courts do need to, unfortunately, get involved. The courts assume that you will see your grandchildren when they are with your child, who is then the parent of the grandchild in question. But as we know, oftentimes that doesn't happen. And if you're in that instance, you do need to then involve the court. Grandparents have legal rights to grandchildren under a myriad of situations, such as it has been 3 months since the divorce between the parents has occurred. If one of the children who is the child's parent has passed away, if one of the parents has gone missing or cannot be found after numerous attempts, if there is a risk of child abuse, neglect, endangerment, or in the event that the parents were never married, you are able to then petition the court and get rights so long as one of these factors are met. The courts consider a myriad of things and factors when determining grandparent visitation. First of all, they always start with the best interest of the grandchild. That is always their paramount concern. They also consider the relationship the grandparents have with their grandchild prior to filing the instant matter or the relationship that they had in the past. They also will want to consider what the current situation is between the child's biological parents. And finally, how the visitation schedule will affect the child in question. So they don't want to put in any orders that will really disrupt their life at all. It's supposed to be complementary to their life. The courts will always give special weight and consideration to what the child's parents wish for the grandparent orders as well, because that's their parent. So they get a say in this as well. One important factor to keep in mind is the difference between visitation and custody. So visitation is far more frequently ordered because people have a right to raise and render their own children. So they're not going to just give that away to the grandparents absent some extraneous circumstance. Whereas custody comes into play when there's a true safety concern for the child. There is far higher legal standards in order to get custody of grandchildren than just visitation. It has to be necessary for you to take custody from your children of your grandchildren. Obviously, when there is a situation where a grandparent needs to intervene and try to request visitation or custody, it does make matters complex. And a lot of the reason why things get complex is because of simply the family dynamic that led to this legal matter starting up. The court will be put in a position to balance not only what the best interest of the child is, but also the rights of the parents to raise their own children. So that will have to be balanced as well during the case. Finally, there's always fact-specific outcomes that determine how any case turns out based upon what we just discussed. For grandparent rights, there are limitations in place, of course, and a lot of those involve not only the court weighing the children's best interests and the parents' wishes regarding their time with their grandparents, but they also take into consideration that every situation is different. They will take into consideration individual facts from your current matter and your current family dynamic. And you also need to keep in mind, if you're a grandparent, you do not step into the shoes of a parent. You don't suddenly receive the same parenting time, for instance, that your child received for your grandchild. You don't replace anyone. You just add on and become a better part of the child's life. We truly believe that the more people who love a child, the better. And the more that you influence a child's life in a positive way, the better. Of course, there are certain reasons why grandparents have been removed from a child's life that the court will understand and that they will enter orders to protect that child. In other cases, it can just be some family dynamics that are hard And in that case, sometimes the court will intervene. We hope you found the video useful. Please feel free to share any suggestions or questions you might have for future videos in the comments below. If you don't know what to watch next, feel free to choose from one of these videos.